Welcome to the TED Ed Podcast, where we delve into the issues that shape our daily lives and drive our productivity. We confront topics that matter deeply to all of us, from healthcare and affirmative action to voting rights and monetary success and failure. We cover it all. And yes, we dive into the complex world of politics, exploring how our country has evolved from slavery to the 21st century. Our content is crafted with care and expertise, drawing from years of experience in these critical areas. We invite you to give the TED Ed podcast a listen. You won't be disappointed. Share your thoughts with friends and confidants, and don't forget to like, comment, and share our episodes. Your engagement helps us grow and reach more listeners. Are you passionate about these topics? Do you have unique insights to share? You could be one of our guest speakers. Drop us a line, send an email, or leave a comment. All requests will be considered. Join us on this journey of exploration and understanding. This is the TED Ed Podcast. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
All right, people. Another day, another dollar. Another day, another dollar. So
A
all
whole
you
dollar?
folks, yeah, you got to have a whole dollar because stuff can start going up. Man, when the Dollar Tree goes up from $1 to $1.50, we in trouble.
What? Dollar Tree?
The Dollar Tree went
I
up,
ain't
man.
been to Dollar Tree in years.
And the Dollar Tree that went up to $1.50. Now used to be $1. That's why they call me a dollar store. Everything in there was $1. Now you can't go into that store now and buy anything less than $1.50. They had to pay for them tariffs.
All
Yeah,
that China goods.
all them China goods, man. Even though the dollar capitulated again, he did his usual, his taco. He did his taco move. Yeah, he at the last minute, when they was up for negotiation, he finally came forth and said, "Well, I'm gonna give you guys 90 more days to get this thing through."
These people, you know what? These people done figured them out here.
They have every country out there. Well, a couple of them, it took them a while to figure it out, but these major countries like India and China and now Canada, they done all figured his ass out. They done figured him out. Now, I don't know about the European Union. I don't know if they figured him out yet, but the rest of them folks have figured him out. They just sit there and just wait and don't do nothing. Don't just give him enough rope. And when you get up to the final hour, don't do nothing. And he's going to extend it because he needs to have that trade. He got to have that trade. He got to have stuff coming into to this country. And they just sit there and say, well, we ain't going to give you nothing. But they sit down at the negotiating table and keep on talking. And most of them are looking across the aisle at that Scott Bassett and that other Lutnick or whatever his name is, and look at them in their face and telling them and say, "Hey man, you know that what you tried to do and what you plan on doing is hurting your country, and you know it, and they can't deny it." Canada really did it to him. That premier from Ottawa and stuff and everything. He went to negotiation and looked them in the face and said, "Man, you know all this stuff y'all trying to negotiate and what y'all asking for and everything is hurting you all country real bad along with us. So why are you doing this?" And all they could do is just hold their hand up because that's what Trump wanted to do. They can't
Yeah.
do anything else but that. And China has figured them out a long time ago that they ain't got to do nothing. Just sit there and just talk to them and just let them talk. And just keep on saying, "Well, nope, and hold back," because they got to keep trading with China. They ain't got no ifs, ands, and buts about it. China got Trump by the butthole. I mean, big time. So that's what's going on. That's why I said another day, another dollar. So all our folks out there got to pay for this daggone tax cut that Trump decided that he wanted to give to his friends, his billionaire buddies and stuff that sit there with him. But guess what, people? We done brought in $216 billion, they said, with this tariff stuff. So $216 billion. Some of that $216 billion, Ted, that came out of your pocket and it came out of my pocket.
Yep.
But here's the bad news, folks. The debt has gone up almost $1 trillion.
Yep.
Our debt has went up $1.8 trillion. End of July, those are the numbers. And we only brought in $218 billion. So we're in a hole, people. And we can't, and all this tariff stuff, I ain't going to make that up. Not going to make it up. So, what are we going to do? The debt has gone up. And guess what, people? Nobody is buying our bonds. Nobody is buying our debt.
Corporations got the bonds, bro.
Nobody is buying the U.S. bonds. They've been auctioned. They've been trying to, Scott Bessis has been trying to auction off our bonds, and nobody's buying them. He did an auction last month. They tried to auction off $200 billion. Nobody bought them. So most people out there, common folks, have no idea what the heck I'm talking about. They're not buying our bonds. What you mean they're not buying our bonds? That's our debt, people. We have to get people to buy our debt. And nobody's buying our debt. Matter of fact, they're selling our debt to other folks who wants to buy them at a cut rate price. They're losing money selling our debt. They're only getting probably 75 cents on the dollar, but they're taking it because we are high risk right now of not paying our debt. The trouble is on the horizon. Now, our daddy Trump, Papa Trump, whatever they want to call him, Taco Man, is sitting down there telling people that we are looking okay. They said there's nothing wrong. There's no inflation on the horizon. And everything out there is okay. We are in a positive instead of a negative, he said. But every honest prognosticator out there knows exactly what's going on, that he's telling a damn lie. Everything, if you go to the store, people, you know he's lying to you. Everything you're buying has gone up. People, I used to go to Amazon at least 2 or 3 times a week, buy my stuff. I ain't been to Amazon and bought crap in 2 months because everything on there has gone up. I can't go to Walmart and buy nothing. Everything has gone up. I can't go to Publix and buy nothing. Everything has gone up. You name it, it's gone up. It's costing me more to buy food. Simple as that, people. Just walk out the door. Everything is going up. The only thing that hasn't gone up, surprisingly, Ted, you know what that is?
What's that?
The gas. The gas. The gas has not gone up. Gas you put in your car. Now, the gas that comes in your house is going up, but the gas you putting in your car has not gone up. Gas around here, if depending on where you go, you can pay $2.60 a gallon.
Really?
Yes, sir.
That low?
Even QT, which is the highest gas around, is still below $3 a gallon. At least around here. I don't know where it is in other places, but around here, that's what it is. Now, you can't go to California. The people in California, all you listeners out there in California, hey, I don't know what to say about y'all because y'all shit is $4 a gallon.
Some places $5 or something a gallon.
Yeah, man, $4 a gallon over out there and everything. But our gas, man, over here in the Southeast, man, some places in the Southeast, man, real cheap. You go into
But you gotta realize though, man, you know, probably 35% of those people drive them EV cars.
probably, and that's probably hurting it because it ain't selling gas. So yeah, you're right. Electric cars and stuff, just put a damp on it. People, they can't sell it. They can't get rid of gas, so electric cars is creating a bonanza for us. And hopefully it will create more of a bonanza for us. So I have been told, people, and I'm letting everybody else out there know, that you better stock up on toilet paper because Canada said they ain't giving us no more lumber.
What? Is that a fact?
Canada has cut off our lumber. They have those soft trees out there, soft wood, that we use to put in the pulp to make toilet paper and paper towels.
Uh-oh,
So
this might start a war, bro.
yes, sir. We got to get, I'm telling all you folks out there who enlist in that thing, you better stock up on toilet paper and you better stock up on paper towel because it's going up. And they have no idea how high it's going to go up because Canada just said, we ain't giving you guys no more wood. Because Trump trying to put a bigger tariff on it. So they said, forget it. We're going to sell our wood to some of these other countries and not the United States. Now, if some of you all have been looking at the news, you have been seeing that Daddy Trump, to put some more pressure on the Canadians, said he's going to put a 50% tariff on steel and aluminum. So the Canadians said, we produce a lot of steel and a lot of aluminum. So if Trump want to put a 50% tariff on it, damn him. Because what they were doing that Trump probably hadn't figured out was that Canada was sending their steel and their aluminum to the United States. It was being processed, and then it was being shipped back across the border into Canada, which created almost 100,000 American jobs. So Daddy Trump, he just got rid of 100,000 jobs because guess what the Canadians did? They said, we ain't got to ship that stuff over there to the United States so they can process it. All of our people who ain't working, we're going to open up these shuttered factories and stuff and let them do what those folks in the United States, we were paying the people in the United States to do. So we're keeping those jobs here in Canada. Donald, they just slipped you a weenie because you're too stupid to realize you can't use tariffs to beat people up. Some of these folks, Ted, realize that this stuff is going on. And is that we are being slowly but surely choked off from all of these folks who we're trading with. Just like we just said earlier, these people realizing what's going on. India figured it out. Oh, we ain't got to do nothing with you all. Brazil figured it out. Guess what, you coffee drinkers? Brazil ain't selling us no more coffee. They
Uh-oh.
they selling their coffee beans to Canada and some other countries who don't have a tariff on them. So, Daddy Trump, you done stirred up a hornet's nest again and told Brazil they're going to have a 50% tariff on anything they sell to the United States. So, Mr. President Lulu or Lula or whatever his name is said, oh, okay, fine. Get your coffee from somebody else, United
Mm.
States.
Mm.
They messing with me, Ted. I got to have my morning coffee. I
Now get you
got
some
to have
green tea, bro.
I got to have my morning coffee, people. We got to have our coffee. I don't know where we gonna get our coffee from. Some other countries out there could probably gonna have to up their production because we got to have our coffee because Brazil is damn near the number one importer of coffee into this country.
Well, you got Colombia doing a little something.
But they ain't the number one.
No.
You got Colombia. Cuba sells coffee to us. A couple other countries in South America sells coffee to us. There's one or two countries over there in the Far East and everything who have coffee, and they do sell us some coffee from over there. But damn, I'm gonna have to start drinking tea leaves in the morning. We're gonna have to start buying tea because I can't keep paying all this money for my coffee because it done went up $5 a bag since May.
I believe it. I drink, my wife and I, we have to drink Folgers. And, that's not as high.
You sure?
Folgers, bro.
You sure?
I get a big can for $20. It might go up 25.
A big can.
Yeah.
What do you call it? What do you call a big can?
42
2.5
ounces?
2.5 pounds?
No, this is I think I don't really know, it's 36 or 42 ounces.
Mm.
A pound, about 3 pounds, almost 3 pounds.
3 pound can?
Yeah.
I was buying a 3 pound can back in April and stuff and everything. And I was looking over the counter. It was $11
I
at
know.
Costco.
Yeah, Costco's is cheaper. That's where I get mine.
Yeah. Yeah. But I don't buy the ground stuff. I grind my own coffee up. I grind my beans up.
Of
I
course
get the
you
beans.
do. You
I
got to
get
go
my own
all, you're
beans.
eccentric.
I get my own beans. I get my beans and stuff from Cuba and Venezuela and whoever else sell their beans and stuff, depending on who it is. And
So it
that
don't matter.
I get my Blue Mountain beans, Blue Mountain coffee. That's some good stuff, buddy. Blue Mountain.
Really?
Get them beans. Every morning I grind them beans up and percolate me some coffee, man. It tastes good too. That's good. All you folks out there, you listen to grind your own beans up. The flavor is out of this world. It beats Max.
Hey, wait a minute.
It
You
beats
talking about,
Maxwell and Folgers hands down. Because you don't have no idea what kind of beans and stuff Folgers is grinding up and giving it to you.
that's true. That
So
is exactly right.
if you grind your own bean, buy your own beans and stuff, you know damn well where it came from. And they come off the ground. And that's what I do every day. Every day. Grind my own beans. I've been doing it for 2 years now. Man, the coffee tastes excellent. No bitter
Well, how much
taste.
the grinder cost you?
No bitter taste at all to
That
it.
grinder cost you what, a couple $100?
No. I bought that grinder from Amazon for $12.
Okay. I'm thinking about doing that for real, though. I've
Oh
been
yeah.
talking about it for years.
Well, I'm telling you, the taste of
Because
that,
ammonia don't taste the
you,
same like it used
you,
to.
brew you a ground cup of coffee, and then you grind your own beans up and everything for the thing, and you do a taste test, and you're gonna find out that stuff that you percolate in that pot and everything, put it in the drip thing or whatever. That stuff it has a aftertaste to it, man. That is horrible. You go to grinding your own beans up and drinking that coffee, you ain't gonna never go back to that ground stuff. Me and my
But
wife,
give
we
me
don't
a
go
cheap
back to it.
grinder. Find me a cheap grinder. I'm gonna do it.
Right, you get your cheap grinder. Well, some places and stuff now will let you buy the beans and stuff, and you can grind it up there and put it in a bag. But then
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that.
then it's already ground up. But see, I want that flavor and stuff to come off them beans because you grind them beans up, and that flavor is right there. You don't lose that taste, that flavor and stuff in them beans. Because I used to do that. I used to take my beans, and I grind it up at the store and put it back in the bag, seal it up. But I found out that, hey, I'm doing almost the same thing I was doing with Folgers. So I just said, I'm going to grind my own beans up and I don't have to worry about it. And man, you can smell those beans and stuff and everything after you grind them up. Man, woo. People, this is a 10-minute show, so y'all gonna hear anything on this show at all. You're gonna hear any and everything here. So we're telling our audience and stuff what the heck is going on. So try it out, people. I'm telling you. The beans and stuff cost just about as much as the ground up stuff does, but I'm telling you, it is can't beat it. So, all you folks out there, don't forget Brazil's not selling us any more beans anymore and any more coffee, so we forget about them. Now, let's get back to Daddy Trump and all his f ups. My people, my people in D.C. I don't know what you guys going to do. He done sent that National Guard there to D.C. with no orders. They're just sitting around, just like they did in L.A., shitting and pissing on themselves in their cars. That's what they said. They had to sit in their car because they ain't got no place to go to use the bathroom. So they have to do it in their car. Sorry to say, but that's what's going on. Because the local folks, they ain't letting them come into their places to do anything. You can't come in here. Well, you can get back out there in your car or ask Daddy Trump to get you a place to go. That's kind of horrible, ain't it? But that's what's happening. He torturing them people, them National Guard. He torturing them. He don't give them no orders, and he made Pam Bondi in charge of them. She can't even handle the folks she got there in the U.S. Attorney's offices, her own attorneys. I don't know how she's gonna be able to deal with a National Guard and figuring out who in the hell gonna be in charge. Because guess what, people? All while that conference was going on, did anyone in their right mind look at them three people standing there behind Trump and watch their face and their expression while he was sitting there talking? You had Pam Bondi back there. You had the FBI director back there, and you had who else? I think that's Christy Nome or somebody was standing behind him.
Yep.
And they all of them was sitting there with their hand either in front of them or on the side of them, and they had a blank stare on their face. Go back, people, and look at their YouTube video and everything, and see what I'm saying. They sitting behind this knucklehead with a blank stare on their face, because they had no idea what the hell he was talking about and how to even implement what the hell he was doing. That's what we got, people. You got all of his cabinet people that's sitting back there, and they got their heads up in the air, and they looking like ignoramuses, because they got it. They fallen ignorance, and they know it. And they just doing it because they got the title. I'm the FBI director. I'm the U.S. attorney. I'm the head of Homeland Security. That's it. All they got is a title.
That's it.
Oh, I know who it was. It wasn't it was Pete Hegseth. He was back there. He was the Department of Defense. He was the one back there. He was standing up because it was 2 men and 1 woman, Pam Bondi and those 2 knuckleheads. They sit back there just looking. What the hell is he talking about?
Well, he turned around and said, I'm talking too much. I got all these people here. Who wants to talk? They didn't move.
They didn't. Hey, that's the day. They didn't know what to say because he was talking crazy. He wasn't even talking about what was going on in D.C.
That's just a Florida distraction.
Man.
But let me tell you this though, they did some interviews. They went to these some of these people have been living in their neighborhood for years, right? So the news guy knocked on this elderly woman's door, and I'm sure it's probably already set up anyway. They already practiced what she's gonna say. She said, "I'm glad they're doing it. We got crime all over the street. I'm glad they're doing it." Then they went to another person, did the same thing. So, but here's the thing though, Ed. So I went to the doctor this morning. I'm listening on the radio, and this makes sense. There's a morning show that come on Sirius XM, and the guy said, now he from DC, I guess, I think he is. He said, look, 3 years ago, 3 years ago, they had agreed in DC to put video cameras all over DC, all on some streets and everything. And then it don't go to the police thing. They got a special area where they got video or films or TV things that they can see all over the city. And they have different people assigned to certain areas. They know who's dealing in drugs. They know who's prostituting. They know who's just robbed a store. They know all of that because they got video of it. And then if they need to get the rest of the videotape, then they can tap into whatever store or anything that have video. So they are in control of the whole city of exactly what's going on. So if they were serious about getting rid of crime, they would go into these drug houses and raid them. This is what this guy said. If they were serious of stopping the crime. Because really the only thing that's having crime is selling guns and selling drugs. Those are the 2 major things. So when you got a gun, boom, you go rob something. If you get drugs, you selling stuff. It's all about a hustle. Some of these people don't have no other. They do have other choices, but they don't want to have other choices because they figure, hey, I can make $500, $1,000 selling me a gun, or I can make $2,000 a day selling drugs.
Yep.
So there it is, right there.
Yep. Well, when you have the chief of the police union said the same thing, I'm glad they coming because they are short 500 police officers in the city of Washington, D.C. We are short 500 police officers. So if we bringing in 1,000 National Guard, then that brings us back up to speed here. But guess what, folks? It also gives his members an out. Because if the crime keeps going up, or supposedly going up, people getting killed there, who they coming to? The National Guard. What are you guys doing here Crime still going on. Somebody been killed. Somebody been robbed. Well, where were you guys at? Blame it on the National Guard. They still getting paid. Blame it on the National Guard. Well, the National Guard was supposed to be here. They supposed to be taking care of that stuff. They ain't got to do nothing now. None of the police can do anything. If we get called, you can call the National Guard. They here. Put it off on them. Put it off on Trump. Trump just have no idea what the heck he done just done. The National Guard, they can't be every day going to wear there. They can't stop all that stuff and everything. They can't. It's the police officers in the area who driving around every day in their cars and stuff. They're the ones who are out there patrolling and stuff and doing what need to be done. And the National Guard, they ain't out there doing that. All they know how to do is march and shoot an enemy. That's all they train for, killing people. So they got an out now. Blame it on the National Guard. Somebody got killed. Where the National Guard at? I got robbed. Call the National Guard. I'm sorry, people in D.C. I'm sorry. I am absolutely sorry for saying this, but this is the absolute truth. Because guess what? In the next couple of days or months or so, this is what you all going to hear from the D.C. police. Call the National Guard. They in charge. All they're going to do is sit back and draw a check. That's it. And I'm pretty sure that the mayor of D.C. knew exactly what was getting ready to happen, because that's exactly the reason why they left out of Los Angeles. Them people, police were telling them, call the National Guard. There they are. And the National Guard wasn't doing nothing, was standing up there on the street. Blame it on them. So they left. L.A., we got to get out of here. So, Donald, for all your stupid reasons for doing what the hell you just done, this is what you're going to see. People are going to start calling you up because somebody been shot in D.C. Call Donald Trump. He in charge. Call Pam Bondi. She's in charge.
Hey, they took out $1 billion out of their city.
Hey, all they want to do is draw a check now. They ain't got to do that. They got to put themselves out there and do it. They call it a National Guard. Hey, man, hey, they got a robbery over there. You better go there to take care of it. Hey, man, somebody been shot. You better go take care of it. Hey, man, they just went down there and beat this white man up because he was over here trying to find him a prostitute.
And the detectives, all they got to say is,
call the National Guard.
Yeah.
Call the National Guard. We don't know anything about that. Yeah, they call the National Guard because they're the experts now. They in charge. National Guard's in charge.
You know, like the criminals gonna show themselves while you walking down the street.
Yeah.
You walking down the street looking all tough. I mean, I'm not talking about the National Guard because they got to take orders.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just saying, they just walking down the street looking tough.
Yep. That's it.
They can't even have guns.
Yep. They're gonna be sitting there.
The guns are in their truck.
Because the president said they in charge, said he gonna send the National Guard in to get law and order. They are not trained for local law enforcement, Donald Trump. Them people are not trained for that. They are trained for war. That's it. That's why they're in the Constitution that says that they cannot put military folks on the street and everything unless there is a security thing, that's a high security process is going on. That's the only time that they're allowed to come onto the streets of United States. And the Army for all these many years have been okay with that. We are not here to police the American people. We are here to fight wars. That's it. And that's what they train them for. When they go into basic training, they are trained to fight a war. Donald Trump, did you hear that? Did you hear that? So all you folks out there, and he's threatening all these black mayors, I'm going to send these people to Chicago. I'm going to send them back down there to Baltimore. Let him send them. He ain't going to stop nothing. Oh, man, this is horrible. This is absolutely horrible here, man, with what's going on. I don't understand how this man has become the president of these United States. He is the dumbest son of a gun that ever occupied
Hey,
16th and Pennsylvania Avenue.
I blame them folks. Them folks. So it
Well,
wasn't us.
he's there, and you got to do something about it. But just keep on, folks, letting him just sit down there and do what the old folks and the farmers used to say with the hogs and stuff. They put this shit in their own mess. That's all he doing. He's like in the hog pen. Oh, save us. So I guess old Putin is sitting back. Kim Jong-un called up Putin, his buddy, and told him what to do when he comes over there to Alaska. And Kim Jong told Putin, said, call me up, man, if you need any help. With Donald,
Really?
yeah, they already talked about it. The Russian news said that. Kim Jong called him up. They talking strategy stuff now, what they're gonna do when he meets with Trump in Alaska on Friday.
Oh, but that's supposed to be his. That's supposed to be his
He
bosom
making a
buddy.
they making a fool out of our president. He's a laughing stock of the world, and he don't know it. And that's the horrible part about it. He doesn't know that he's a laughing stock. That they laughing at you, Donald, behind your back. They laughing at you, and a few of them are laughing at you in front of your face, and you don't even know it. And you think that you got some power, but you don't have nothing. They just letting you sit down there and playing like you the leader of the free world. You ain't the leader of nothing but them folks in them cabinets and the Congress here in the United States who are allowing you to do this mess. And the Supreme Court who are allowing you to sit out there and do this mess. That's what's going on. Now, take this show off the air if you want to. Get me fired, just like you did Stephen. he on the late night show. Now he just he, he talking more about Trump on the late night show than he ever did. See, he sitting back and say, I ain't got nothing to lose. It already fired me. I ain't got nothing to lose. He got everybody on his show. Anybody he want on his show, he got him.
And I'm gonna say this: the Democrats is all about their paycheck. That's it. They all about their paycheck because, and the Republicans too. You know, I'm talking about these people that's living, like, upper middle class. They live in a 400, 500, maybe a $1 million house. They got their people employed, and working and stuff. It's just like a business, bro. like a small little business, because they get I think they get $5 million a piece, if I'm not mistaken, for their staff and all their expenses. It might be more than that now. So it's just like a little small business. So they're running it like a little small business. How can I stay relevant? And they get their major core group and keep them happy so they can make sure they keep staying in office and do a little here and there and what have you, so they can stay in office. They got a racket, man. These politicians got a racket. They aren't trying to get nothing done. They don't try to get rid of these drugs off the street. They ain't trying to improve the school system. How long they been talking about the school system, bro? Decades. Decades. And trillions have been spent, not on education, but other shit. Trillions. So neither party don't give a shit, but at least the Republican Party say, hey, y'all need to privatize. So they privatize all their little schools, them folks mostly privatizing the charter schools. They all left the public schools, not all of them, but most of them. We talked about that years ago. So that's what's going on. And then a lot of these people are homeschooling. So and it's just amazing how the Democrats just concerned about. See, it used to be. Now this is what they say. I don't know. When I used to read the history books, they say that a lot of these so-called founding fathers barely got paid or didn't get paid. They came because they wanted to put together this country together and everything like that. But they had their slaves and they had land and they went back to their place and built their little businesses and what have you, and all these people was, they was living large. Well, it's the same thing these people doing, but they doing it a different way. They come to the office, make $200,000 a year, get free health care. They get their bennies, they little perks, and then they get their little millions for their staff and what have you. Get their private, drive, private, chauffeur. It's a good life. And then they get their little lunches. They got breakfast, lunch, and dinner right there in the building. Get their haircuts, get their clothes clean right in the building. They ain't got to go nowhere. So the thing is that the people is the ones that's hurting out here. That's who's hurting. They're not getting adequate. Their kids are not getting adequate. And I ain't talking about everybody now. I'm talking about, the rural areas and the so-called certain neighborhoods in every state. And all of them know. They know which ones are the poor areas, or I should say, people that's broke. They ain't poor, they broke. Because most of them got a place to stay. They got a little penny nickel dime job, just barely hanging on every day. They know. And ain't nowhere in the world you should be having some school system the way our school system is. So it's supposed to be educating our people. Nowhere in the world. And education is one of the key things. That's where you get great minds from. How many great minds just went by the wayside because they didn't do the right things of making sure keeping these kids out of trouble. See, they was talking about, and they said, well, to stop crying, they did a thing at, I know we're running out of time. I'm going to stop right here because I can go on. But let me just say, they was talking about how do you stop crying? Well, I said this years ago, months ago, just a few months ago, and I've been saying it. Hey, you go into any white neighborhood, any white community, they got all kinds of little centers all over the place. Cost you gonna cost you some money. It ain't gonna be free. Government ain't running it. You know, they got, if you want to know how to, what they call it, balance beams and all that, what they call it, if you want to learn how to do that, if you want to know how to play any kind of chess, or they got all kinds of, all little centers and stuff for everything. But it costs you money. Well, you go into the so-called, I don't want to call poor areas, but that's what they are. The poor areas, hell, they got to play on concrete. Yeah, play in the park after school. And then they can't get no part-time job while you're in high school. To keep these kids off the street. But you know, when I go to other little places, I see the little teenage kids. I'm talking about in my neighborhood. These little teenage kids, them folks, they are working part-time. So I asked them, say, wow, you look like you're in high school. Oh, I am. I'm a junior. Working behind the cash register. Checking people out. Work 20 hours a week. So it's a game, bro. It's a game. And these doggone politicians, black and white, they know it. And they've been using it as a wedge issue, just like they used abortion as a wedge issue. Now they ain't gonna have that excuse because you ain't gonna have no educational system. You Democrats have allowed, instead of you doing the right things and teaching people how to limit their abortions, and because there are times when there has to be because of health reasons. Instead of you going to these schools and treating them just as good as they've been talking about. Because see, here in the Hillsborough County, there's, you know, different cities. You know, you go to one side of the town and you go to the other side. It's like night and day. So you know, we get what we vote for, and we are where we are because you have people that just don't give a shit about your own people. You care about certain people that, you know, that support you, yeah. But what about the other people that's not supporting you? They're Americans too. They might not even vote. That's why they don't vote. I'm gonna shut up here.
Final word, Teddy.
I'm just gonna say this. Stay away from plastic as much as you can. This shit is dangerous.
Well, all while you were talking, it jumped on that bully pulpit. And you said one thing at the start. All them Democrats want to do is get a paycheck. And the first thing that popped into my mind is, where is my hopefully soon to be Speaker of the House?
Where is he?
Where you at, Hakeem? Hakeem, where you at, my brother? I haven't seen you. Nobody's seen you. But you want to be the Speaker of the House? What you doing, brother? What are you doing to earn a job as Speaker of the House? You want to be the Speaker of the House? Speaker of the House is for the people, my brother. The House is made of the ordinary people, not like the Senate. The Senate has always been the upper class and the top part of the community, but they call that place the people's house, my brother. When you gonna realize that? This is the people's house. They get elected every 2 years. You have to go back and get your job every 2 years. But if you want to lead the people's house, then you're going to have to act like a leader. That means you got to get out there with the people. Get out there and let them know what you're about. Do something, my brother, even if it's wrong. Do something. Because I haven't seen you doing nothing for almost 3 months. We done lost sight of you. We haven't even seen your face, my brother. You need to get out there. Donald Trump getting out there every day.
Twice a day.
Every day he out there. He the
Twice a
president.
day.
He out there every day doing something. But we haven't seen you, my brother. You need to get out there with the people. I don't care what you do. You can go down there and sit on the street corner with them prostitutes. Do something. Do you understand, Hakeem? You want to be a leader, my brother? You got to act like one. I can't vote for you. I can't sit there and look anybody. If you guys win the House the next year, if you happen to win it, there is no way that I can sit there and honestly say, I'm ready to have you as my leader, as my Speaker of the House. And if you don't watch out, my brother, somebody gonna take your job from you. And there's gonna be a big mess going on because all the black folks gonna be mad up there. You know, Auntie gonna be mad because you her boy, and she gonna wonder why them white folks and voted for somebody else. And the reason why they doing that is because you haven't done anything. You haven't earned that job. I can't say that you earned that job. I can say one thing. I can say that Jasmine Crockett can be the Speaker of the House because
Don't go there.
she didn't earn that job, my brother. She
Don't
out
go
there.
there. Don't
She
go there
out
because they're
there.
trying to run her out.
She out there. I don't care, but she out there. People
They're trying
know
to
who
run her
she are.
out.
Everybody on fire, all the conservatives and stuff, when they see her out, they know who she is because she is out there. They all know her. She on every show. She been on all the shows, talking stuff, telling people what's going on. So look out, my brother. She might be beating you to the trough.
Well, he got his coalition, bro.
I don't care if coalition or not. He still got to get them votes. AOC out there. People see her all the time. She out there into these other folks out there. They can challenge you, my brother. And it's going to be just like it was with the Republicans when they were trying to get their Speaker of the House. And they had 15 votes to finally get the daggone Speaker because somebody put their name in the hat and you didn't get the majority of the votes. You got to act like a leader, Hakeem. Get out there, my brother. Do something. If you want these people to win, get to them daggone districts and stuff that you know that you need to win so that you can get a majority in the House. And nobody seen you out there standing up with these folks who are running for office. We haven't seen you out there. And that don't take a whole lot. Get your butt on the plane, call them up, your staff to call them up. I'm coming to your district. Here I come. Whoever in that district gonna bring somebody to the daggone table and stuff and have you sitting there with them and talking, even if you don't do anything, my brother, but have a sit down in front of the people and stuff and let them see who you are and ask them, what do you need? Each one of those places is gonna tell you what they need. And you got somebody sitting there writing down stuff and you're gonna be able to help them. I'm gonna try to do everything I can to get what you need.
to get you in office.
And get them in and get the people that you trying to get elected in office. Absolutely. We out here to help. I'm here with him. We are partners in this. That's my partner right here. I'm sitting up in here with him.
Or her.
This is the man. Go to each one of your districts. Take some time to do it. If you don't do it but once a week, do it. Get off your butt and get out of that daggone house.
This right here is what they say, a sense of urgency. Of
Absolutely.
Now.
It's mandatory that you do something. You can't do the same thing that the Democrats been doing for all these many years and expecting different results. You done lost the daggone house and you keep losing the daggone house and stuff, so you better do something different. Yes, it's unorthodox to have a future Speaker of the House come out there to somebody's district and act like you part of the people. Yes, but you're going to have to do something, my brother, because this is unorthodox times. These times and stuff require something that is going to be different.
And you got to ask for the vote. You got to beg for the vote. You got to ask for people's participation.
And let them know that you with them. All the people out in the audience, I'm with you guys. I'm here to help you do whatever I can for your district. And please understand, people, that there's a whole bunch of other districts out here also, but I'm out here for the people of this country. That man who is sitting up there on 1600 and Pennsylvania Avenue ain't for you. And show them. I'm sorry, my audience. I'm sorry for saying this.
Don't be sorry.
Somebody tell Hakeem, get his butt out there.
We don't hate on him. We ain't hating on him. We just telling him what he should be doing.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's come on, people. Let's do something here. Yeah. Man.
We ain't hating on him. Ain't nobody hating on him.
Yeah. Anyway, folks, y'all heard it from us. Please. We got a show here, and we're going to say what we got to say. We don't care what the heck Trump say. We're going to speak the truth here. You're going to hear the truth, people, from us. Bye-bye.
We know it.